Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to discuss about mechanism of hearing. I am Dr. Mohammad Ismail, Department of Zoology, JT College, Malegaon. Before going to start mechanism of hearing, first of all we are going to take an overlook on organ of Corti, which is actually the part responsible for hearing mechanism in mammals, which is present in cochlea. So let's start organ of Corti. The organ of Corti is an organ of the inner ear contained within the scala media of the cochlea. Look at this figure. Three compartments of the cochlea. Scala vestibuli is the top one. Middle one is scala media, and the bottom one is the scala tympani. So organ of Corti is present in the scala media. It resides on the basilar membrane, a stiff membrane separating the scala tympani and scala media. The scala media is a cavity within the cochlea that contains endolymph, which has a high potassium ion concentration, which is different from perilymph, which is present in scala vestibuli and scala tympani. So in scala vestibuli and scala tympani, there is a presence of same liquid which is known as perilymph, while in scala media there is a presence of endolymph which contain high concentration of potassium ions. The endolymph helps to regulate the electrochemical impulses of the auditory hair cells. The organ of Corti is composed of both supporting cells and mechanosensory hair cells. Look at this figure. In this figure, you can also find the transverse section of cochlea. The uppermost chamber is the vestibular canal, or it is the scala vestibuli. Middle one is the cochlear duct, or it is also known as scala media, and the lower one is tympanic canal, or it is also known as scala tympani. So these three compartments are divided by two membranes. The upper one means the membrane which separates scala vestibuli and scala media is known as Reisner's membrane, while the scala media and scala tympani is divided or separated by basilar membrane. The organ of Corti is composed of both supporting cells and mechanosensory hair cells. The arrangement of mechanosensory cells are into inner and outer hair cells along rows. There is a single row of inner hair cells and three rows of outer hair cells. Means there is single hair cell layer, rows of inner hair cells, while three rows of outer hair cells which are separated by the supporting cells. The supporting cells are also called as Dieter cells. Look at this figure. You can easily find green color cells which is known as cells of Dieters. The hair cells within the organ of Corti have stereocilia, means there are apical hairs present on these cells. So the hair cells within the organ of Corti have stereocilia that attach to the tectorial membrane. Look at this. The violet color is the tectorial membrane, and to this there is the attachment of stereocilia of hair cells. Shifts between the tectorial and basilar membranes move these stereocilia and activate or deactivate receptors on the hair cell surface. When cation channels open on the hair cells, potassium ion flow into hair cells and the cells depolarize. And the depolarization causes voltage gated calcium channels to open. The calcium influx results in glutamate release from the hair cells onto the auditory nerve, and then auditory nerve then sends information about the sound wave to the brain. So this is all about the actual structure of organ of Corti. Okay, now we are going to see mechanism of hearing. First of all, the mechanism of hearing means in this mechanism, sound waves enter the outer ear and then travels through the external auditory canal, or it is known as external auditory meters, until they reach the tympanic membrane, causing the tympanic membrane and the attached chain of auditory ossicles to vibrate. The sound waves means the sound waves are received by the external ear pinna, and these sound waves then move in the in the ear and vibrate the tympanic membrane, which is also called as eardrum. The tympanic membrane is attached to a bone called as malleus, means it is the middle part or middle ear, which in turn is joined to a bone called incus, and which is again joined to a bone called stapes. Means there is a three ear ossicle which are attached one by one. When the tympanic membrane vibrates, it also vibrates the chain of bones with it accordingly. Means as soon as the vibration start in with the help of sound waves, the tympanic membrane vibrate. The ear ossicles which is attached to this, they are also going to vibrate. They start also vibration. Thus, the cells generate an impulse in the system of inner ear, contained in the bony snail-shaped portion of the ear called cochlea. Look at this figure. In this figure, you can find the oval window. Means the stapes is attached to the oval window, okay, which is actually the scala vestibuli, As soon as the vibration start, the stapes presses or pushes the liquid, means perilymph, into the oval window. Look at the arrows indicating the movement of perilymph. Okay, so the perilymph when start to move, the movement of vibration is received by the membrane which separates scala vestibuli and scala media, means the Reissner's membrane. Okay, means the Reissner's membrane receive the movement of liquid perilymph, and it start stimulating the endolymph, which is filled in the scala media. Then after that, the tectorial membrane, means which is the part of organ of Corti, start to move, which receive the momentum of that endolymph, and it sends the stimuli to the hearing cells or hair cells, apical hairs, and which called as stereocilia, receive the vibration and the movement in the organ of Corti, and they start to send impulses, and they start to convert the mechanical movement or mechanical impulse into the electrical impulse. Then the vibration of sound is forwarded to the organ of Corti. Okay, this stimulates the sensory cells of organ of Corti atop the basilar membrane, which is actually placed on the basilar membrane to send nerve impulses to the brain. And after all, these nerve impulse is carried by these by the some nerve cells which are present at the base of the hair cells, and it sends to the auditory center of the brain. So this one is the mechanism of hearing. Look in this figure, you can find the first and second, actually the labeling is there. The sound waves which is received by the tympanic membrane, it vibrates, then the vibration movement, and the movement is received by the malleus, then incus, then stapes. Then stapes pushes the perilymph with the help of oval window. And this movement of perilymph generates some stimulus to endolymph, and this momentum is received by the basilar membrane. And obviously in basilar membrane there is a presence of organ of Corti, and the organ of Corti contain hair cells and tectorial membrane. So tectorial membrane contain stereocilia, means it is actually the part of hair cells, and these mechanical stimulus is converted into electrical impulse, which is received by the neurons which is present at the base of the hair cells, and from these nerve impulses carried with the auditory nerve to the auditory center of the brain. Okay, and now look at this. The movement of vibration is actually, it should be removed from, it should be make away from the cochlea. So this movement is forwarded to the round window, and from round window it is going back to eustachian tube and nasal chamber. So this one is the mechanism of hearing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is informative for you. So thank you so much.